Greetings, Indie Warriors, and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. My name is Old Gamer Joe, and it's time once again to get excited for 17 new indie game releases. Yeah, we've got you covered with the hottest looking indies for the week of July 22nd through the 26th. So strap in because this is gonna be one hell of a ride. Before we take that ride, be sure to like and subscribe. If you love indies as much as we do, consider supporting us at patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where you can gain Discord access, early ad-free shows, and even free games, and check out our live streams Tuesdays and Thursdays here or at twitch.tv/idreamofindiegames, where your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Alrighty, up first this week we have Cataclismo, a real-time strategy game with a pretty unique art style. Cataclismo will enter early access and have players controlling survivors in a now-destroyed world. You'll command units, build up forts, and battle off wave after wave of disgusting, monstrous abominations. Your fort can be customized a variety of different ways, so build it strong if you hope to survive. The game will feature a single-player campaign, skirmish mode, and a challenge mode to boot. Following that release, why not become the lead operator for the FDI in The Operator, which is coming to PC from Bureau 81 and Indie Nova. The game features realistic computer software that will have you cracking cases and analyzing clues to get to the bottom of things. Assist field agents who will ring in, carefully scan documents, and become the ultimate mystery solver. The Operator has a really cool style to it with a very unique visual presentation, and I'm excited to get my hands on it so I can see how it actually plays.
Cutting-edge software. Investigate mysterious crimes. Dig for clues. Uncover the truth. Good luck.
Next, we're going to head to Mutter Island, where players will control Sylvie, the magical witch. Sylvie isn't just any old witch though, as she has the ability to grow critter crops. In this role-playing management title, you'll do plenty of the usual stuff. Farming, mining, exploring, gathering. It's all here. However, the 24 different critters are what set this game apart from others in the genre. Critters can be leveled up, while players can also invite friends to their island. It's looking pretty good if this is your thing. A zombie survival game enters early access called Last Whisper. I know what you're thinking, there are so many of these games, but give it a chance. The game was created by a solo dev, which is always impressive, and can be played online solo or in co-op. Humans are under attack as higher-ups are trying to implant their brains with microchips. It's a massive world to explore and attempt to survive in, so maybe best to grab a friend and get to the zombie slaying together. Of course, there's plenty of survival, crafting, and loot gathering to be enjoyed as well. A survival horror game next on the list, huzzah! CONSCRIPT takes place during the First World War and has you playing as a soldier with traditional top-down survival horror gameplay. The setting and atmosphere look great, and the devs are saying players can expect a variety of different levels and endings, which will warrant multiple playthroughs. There's plenty of combat that awaits you, brave gamers, and yes, tricky puzzles to solve in traditional survival horror fashion. Even more adorable anime cozy farming awaits you in Ova Magica. This title will have you raising blobs and taking care of them while, much like Pokemon, putting them to battle eventually. There are tons of characters for you to meet as well, and a bustling town that will continue to grow under your leadership. Get ready to build your home, fish, chop down trees, and breed blobs, all while enjoying an adorable chibi art style. Ova Magica will start out in early access, but should be heading to consoles at a later date. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true, they say. But will the Star Named EOS be a dream to play? It certainly looks beautiful, that's for sure. This puzzle game has jaw-dropping art, and the puzzles look pretty damn fun, too. With your controller, you'll also be snapping pictures of nature, cats, and yeah, as the name implies, the stars. The Star Named EOS seems like a great game to sit down and chill out with for a few hours. I'm very much looking forward to trying it.
You ever looked forward to the thing you've been chasing, only to find it right in front of you? You see, everything shines. Everything. When you gaze at the stars also gaze at you. They do not fade away just because you close your eyes.
A free-to-play tabletop RPG is next on our list called Tales of Fablecraft. This trailer has quite the musical composition, I gotta say. I don't think YouTube's gonna let me play it, unfortunately. Collect loot in this fantasy setting as you select between different scenes, such as boats and forests, rolling dice, and battling it out. For me, something like this depends on how accessible the rules are, so if it's easy enough to get into, I could be down to give it a go. The game will be free after all, and even has video chat integrated into it. Didn't we learn anything from Uno on the Xbox 360 with that vision camera? You had to be there, folks.
So galley a party, embrace adventure, hit the road and have a blast. You'll likely bring some chaos to your GM's well-laid path. Just don't forget who pulls the strings and helps you to survive. Be nice to your good old GM, and you might just stay alive. Stay alive, stay alive.
Google tells me to pronounce this game as EAT, so that's what I'm going to do. Give your best Bob Ross impression in this painting title that takes place in Montreal, Canada. Naturally, the game is quite beautiful, with a nice watercolor look to it. You'll have 3D stamps that you can utilize as you stroke across gorgeous landscapes and unlock items while gathering commissions around the city. It's a unique looking title to say the least, and quite beautiful. A retro sci-fi FPS? Oh yeah, sign me up. Exophobia is coming to us from Zark Attack and definitely seems to call back to classic FPS titles like the original Doom. The pixel art is looking really sweet with plenty of alien nasties to mow down with a variety of different guns. Explore a twisted spaceship unraveling its mysteries while upgrading your weapons, but expect to die and die often as the game is said to be quite challenging. Ready to get your brain twisted into a pretzel? Linkito should do the trick. You'll need to make various connections to solve puzzles in Linkito as you build machines. The game also features robots that you'll need to manipulate into the correct direction. There are even bombs with timers that you'll need to defuse. Get your big brain ready for this unique puzzler. It's launching on the 23rd. VR fans, get ready to step back into the Radius in this sequel releasing on the 24th. This immersive world will have you battling for survival across a desolate planet. In Into the Radius 2, you'll be armed with your gun and VR headset and shoot down enemies either alone or with a team. The game looks to have great atmosphere to it, only heightened further through the power of VR. Farlands is another sim game with farming elements, and it has a sci-fi twist. The adorable pixel art is looking pretty phenomenal, but the usual genre staples are still here. Mine for resources, grow those crops, and manage a ship? Yes, you have your own spaceship in this game to travel between planets. Now I can see why it's called Farlands. A unique-looking 2D action RPG is next on the docket, and it has a bizarre look to go along with its strange name. Parasight Chlorophyll Worms puts you in control of a young girl battling off a virus. The quirky, offbeat style reminds me a bit of games like Undertale, and it looks like there will be tons of insane characters to meet and locations to visit. It's a trippy and psychedelic-looking title, and I'm definitely here for it. Featuring Souls-like elements as well, players will choose between 6 different classes and even test their IQ. I'm not sure anything I say can make sense of this, so let's just see how it comes out. Something a little more grounded in sanity is next. It's called Lost Castle 2. This is a beat-em-up roguelite. Music to my ears, as I love the beat-em-up genre. Lots of weapons to choose from and enemy variety here as you collect over 100 different treasures and battle multiple bosses across forests, mountains, and more. A long-running tower defense series is returning. It's Kingdom Rush V Alliance TD. Now that's a lot of Kingdom Rushes. This iteration looks to speed the gameplay up a bit and adds the ability for players to unleash 2 heroes at a time in battle. It'll feature 27 characters, all of which can be upgraded, 15 different towers, 16 stages, and 3 game modes to choose between.
Bring it on.
And coming from the artist of Indie Classic Braid and the writer of Carto is a Ranger, a role-puzzling adventure. Immediately, I was drawn into the art of this game when I first saw the trailer, and it looks like the puzzles take place on various maps using a sliding grid mechanic. As you glide about this grid, expect to encounter enemies and find treasures. It isn't claiming to be all that complex as far as RPG mechanics go, as there won't be any inventory or XP. But I think it looks awesome, and we hope you found a game that you think looks awesome on this list. Thank you so much for your continued support of independent content here at I Dream of Indie Games, and I'll see you on the channel for more great indie gaming goodness.